Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Myself Raza, and in this video I am going to discuss some more bits related to the chapter progression. So already I have made two videos related to this chapter. So if you haven't watched, so please go through them in my channel. Right now let us start with the question number 63. So AM of 24 and 16 is, so what is the meaning of AM? So AM is nothing but arithmetic mean, or simply you can call it as mean, or we can take it as average. So what is the formula of average? Average is nothing but given by sum of observations by number of observations. So here if you observe, we are having two observations, then sum of observations means 24 plus 16 by number of observations is 2. So 24 plus 16 is 40, 40 divided by 2, which gives me 20. Right? Next question, if ABC are in AP, so ABC are in AP means simply what do we know? So common difference is equal. So D can be written as either B minus A, or this also can be written as C minus B. So if you observe these two things, if I bring this minus B to left hand side and this minus A to right hand side, then what I am going to have? So B plus B gives me 2B is equal to C plus A, or A plus C. So from this what I can say, 2B is equal to A plus C. Next, the sum of first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. Now if you observe, you need sum of first 40 positive divisors, so positive integers divisible by 6. So divisible by 6 means the first positive divisor of 6 is 6. Next after that you will be getting 12, next 18 and so on. Since we need to take first 40, so the last one will be 240. Right? So how to get all these? So simply you know that this is 6 into 1, this is 6 into 2, this is 6 into 3. Likewise 40th one will be 6 into 40. So likewise we got 240 as the 40th positive integer which is divisible by 6. Now what is he asking? So he is asking you to find out sum of these. So you can do it in two ways. The first one is by taking the sum of first and natural numbers, which is nothing but given by 40 by 2 into first term plus last term, which is nothing but 6 plus 240. Now in two tables, so 40 it cancels 20 times. Next this can be written as 20 into 246. So when you multiply with the 2, so 6 2s are 12. So you are multiplying with 2. So here 20 246s, so 2 6 are 12, 1 is carried, 2 4s are 8 plus 1 9, 2 2s are 4. So answer is 4920. So directly you can write it like this. Otherwise, so what we can do is, so we can directly take it as, so if you take 6 as common, then I am going to have 1 plus 2 plus and so on plus 40. Now if you observe this term which in the brackets, this I can write as sum of first 40 natural numbers, which I can write as 40 into 41 by 2. So in two tables, so this goes 3 times, 3 into 40, so 3 into 40 is 120 into 41. So when you multiply, you are going to get the same value, 4920. So these are two approaches. So which one is easy, so that you can follow, right? Next, an is equal to 9 minus 5 times of n. Then what is the value of a4? So a4 means instead of n I need to substitute 4. That I can write as 9 minus 5 into 4. So 5 4s are 20, 9 minus 20 is minus 11. Right? Next, in a GP, a8 is equal to 192. So how can you write a8 as? a8 can be written as a into r power 7, which is equal to 192. But what is given r value? So r value is given as 2. Now when I substitute a into 2 power 7 is equal to 192. Right? Now based on this, so a into 2 power 7 I can write it as 128. So 128 is equal to 192. So in 4 table if I cancel it out, so in 4 table, so 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8. This one in 4 table, so 4 4s are 16, 4 8s are 32. 4 4 16, so 4 8s are 32. Again this 2 I can cancel in 8 table, so 8 4s are 32 and 8 6 are 48. Again, so this in 2 tables, this goes 2 times, this goes 3 times. So from this what I can say, the value of a is 3 by 2. So the value of a is 3 by 2. Now what is he asking? A12. So A12 I can write it as a into r power 11. Now what is the value of a? So a is nothing but 3 by 2 into r power 11. So what is r here? So r is given as 2. So this I can write as 2 power 11. So this 2 in 2 power 11, it cancels 2 power 10 times. Already we know the value of 2 power 10. So 2 power 10 is nothing but 1024. So from this what I can say, 3 into 1024. When I multiply 3 4s are 12. So 1 is carried, 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7. 3 zeros are 0, 3 1s are 3. Hence the answer is 3072. Next, 2 minus 6 plus 18 minus 54 and so on. Then what is the value of r? If you observe these things, so 2 3s are 6. So 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. Minus 6 into minus 3 is plus 18. That means clearly r is nothing but given as t2 by t1 or a2 by a1, which is nothing but minus 6 by 2, which is equal to minus 3. Hence option A will be my answer here. Next, moving on to question number 69. If you observe these things carefully, the numerator is 5 in all the terms. Then how can I write an as? If you observe the pattern, the denominator is here, it is 2 power 1. This I can write as 2 square. This I can write as 2 cube. That means this I can write as 2 power 1. Likewise, if it continues, I can write nth term as 5 by 2 power n. 5 by 2 power n. Hence this is my answer. Next, 1 by root 2 minus 2, 8 by root 2 and so on. Then what is the value of a5? Now if you observe this carefully, 1 by root 2. So how can you write 1 by root 2 as? Now can you observe any pattern in this? So this is 1 by root 2. Next, minus 2, 8 by root 2 and so on. Now if you observe, so there is no common difference here. Then we need to go for common ratio. Is there any possibility? Let us check. So what is ratio? Minus 2 by 1 by root 2. So this I can write as minus 2 root 2. Next, the same way for second and third, if I check, I can write as 8 by root 2 by minus 2. Minus 2 by means, so minus 2 by 1, which I can write as 8 by root 2 into minus 2 by 1, I can write as minus 1 by 2. So if I cancel it out, then what I am going to get? So this becomes 4 times. Again, so 4 I can write it as 2 into root 2 into root 2 into minus 1 divided by, in the denominator I am having root 2. So root 2 I can cancel it out. Then what I am going to have? Minus 2 root 2. If you observe, both the ratios are same. Since both ratios are same, what we can say? So this is in GP. And common ratio is minus 2 root 2. Then finally, I need to find out the value of a5. a5 is nothing but a into r power 4, which I can write as a is 1 by root 2 into, what is the value of r? R value is minus 2 root 2 whole power 4. Now based on this, so what I am going to get? 1 by root 2. So this negative will become positive because of this even power. Next, 2 power 4 is 16 into root 2 whole power 4 is 4. So this I can write it as, so this root 2 in 4, it can cancel 2 root 2 times. So this root 2 in 4 I can cancel it, because 4 I can write as 2 into root 2 into root 2. So this cancels 2 root 2 times. So 16 into 2 root 2 is 32 root 2. Hence the answer is 32 root 2. Next, 71 if you observe. So this is 3. Next one is minus 3 square. Next one is 3 cube. Then automatically you can say this is minus 3 power 4. So whenever you are having even power, you are getting minus. That means, so what do I need? Sixth term. So sixth term means first term started with 3 power 1. That means the next term will be 3 power 5 and the next term will be minus 3 power 6. That means the sixth term is minus 3 power 6. Then what is the value of minus 3 power 6? So how can I write this minus 3 power 6 as minus into 3 power 6? So 3 power 6 I can write as 3 square whole cube. 3 square whole cube, this is nothing but minus 9 cube. So minus 9 cube is nothing but minus 720. 29. Hence the answer is minus 729. Next, in a GP, A is equal to 81, R is equal to minus 1 by 3, and he is asking A3. So A3 is nothing but A into R power 2, which I can write it as 81 into minus 1 by 3 whole square. So this I can write as 81 into 1 by 9. So in 9 table 81, it goes 9 times, hence the answer is 9. Next, in a GP, 25 minus 5, 1 minus 5, and so on. Then what is the value of R? So simply I can write as second term by first term, which is nothing but minus 1 by 5. Hence option D will be my answer here. Next, moving on to question number 74. So what is the formula of sum of n terms of AP? N by 2 into first term plus last term. Here A is first term, L is last term. Next, in an AP, A12 is equal to 37 and D is equal to 3. Then what is the value of A? How will you represent A12? So A12 I can write it as A plus 11 times of D, which is given as 37. Now based on this, already D value is 3. So I can write as A plus 11 into D. So 11 into 3, which is nothing but 33, is equal to 37. So when I transpose this, I am going to get A is equal to 4. Hence the value of A is 4 here. Now what is he asking? So he is asking you to find out the value of S12. S12 means, so what is S12? So 12 by 2 into first term plus last term. Now already A is nothing but my first term, and this A12 is nothing but the last term. That means I can write as A1 plus A12, which is given as 6 into A1 is 4 plus A12 is 37. So 37 plus 4 is 41. So 6 into 41. So 6 ones are 6, 4 6 are 24. So hence the answer is 246. Next, minus 1, 1 by 4, 3 by 2, and so on. Then what is sum to 10 terms? So what is the sum of 10 terms? Now if you observe whether it is in AP or GP, so that we need to verify. So first of all, let us see the difference. So 1 by 4 minus of minus 1. So 1 by 4 minus of minus 1 means 1 by 4 plus 1. So which is nothing but 5 by 4. If I take third term minus second term, so 3 by 2 minus 1 by 4. So 3 by 2 I can write it as 6 by 4 minus 1 by 4, which is nothing but 5 by 4. Clearly it is in arithmetic progression. So first of all, we need to verify whether it is in arithmetic progression or geometric progression. Now what do I need? I need to find out the first 10 terms. Sorry, sum of first 10 terms. So sum of first 10 terms means S10. So S10 is given by 10 by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Because here we don't know the 10th term, so that's why 2 into A. So what is A? A is nothing but minus 1 plus n minus 1. That means 10 minus 1 into D value. So what is D value? So D value is 5 by 4. Now on simplification, so this becomes 5. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. 10 minus 9. So 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 5s are. So this becomes 45 by 4. Now 4 into minus 2. So it is minus 8. Right. So 45 minus 8. So 45 minus 8 is, so 5 into, so this is 37 by 4. Now on simplification, what I am going to get? So 5 37s. So 7 5s are 35. So 5 7s are 35. 3 is carried. 5 3 is 15. 185 by 4. In 4 table, if I simplify, what I am going to get? So 4 4s are 16. So 4 4s are 16. Next I am having 25. So 4 6 are 24. So clearly from the options we can say that it is 46.25. Next, what is the sum of these? What is the sum of these things? If you observe, each and every term is having negative value. That means I can take that minus as common and directly I can add them up. For that, first of all, we need to see how many terms are there. So for that, what I am going to do? First term A1 is minus 5, and what is the common difference? Common difference is nothing but minus 8 minus of minus 5, which is nothing but plus 5, which is equal to minus 3. So based on this, I need to find out what is the term number of the last term. That means how many terms are there. For that I am going to use the concept of nth term. Nth term is nothing but a plus n minus 1 into d. So based on that, minus 230 is equal to minus 5 plus n minus 1 into minus 3. Now when I transpose minus 5, this becomes minus 225, which is equal to n minus 1 into minus 3. So this minus 3 in minus 225, how many times? 3 7s are 21, 3 5s 15. So based on this, n is equal to 76. That means there are totally 76 terms. Now directly I can find out those sum of 76 terms. Now S76 is equal to 76 by 2 into first term plus last term. That means minus 5 minus 230. So what I am going to get? So in 2 table 38. So 38 into minus 235. So when I multiply this, so what I am going to get? So 235 into 38. So 8 5s are 40, 4 is carried, 8 3s are 24, plus 4 28, 2 is carried, 8 2 16, plus 2 is 18. Next 3 5s are 15, 1 is carried, 3 3s are 9, plus 1 10, 1 is carried again, 3 2s are 6, plus 1 7. Now on simplification, 8 plus 5 is 13, 8 plus 1 is 9, 7 plus 1 is 8. Hence the answer is 8930. But here minus is there, no, hence the answer is minus 8930. Next, sum of first 1000 positive integers. Sum of first 1000 positive integers means directly we are having formula. What is that? N into n plus 1 by 2. When I substitute the values, this I can write as 1000 into 1001 by 2. Now in 2 table, so this goes 500 times, 500 into 101. So 1001 into 5. So what I am going to get? 5005. Now this I am going to get 5005, and the last 2 digits are 2 zeros. So 500 500 is my answer here, right? For the first 100, so we are having 5050. For first 1000 we are having 500 500. Next, moving on to question number 80. So 16 plus 11 plus 6 plus and so on up to 23 terms. So what is the meaning of this? Up to 23 terms. So up to 23 terms means, so first of all we need to find out the 23rd term. After that we are going for addition. So first of all, what is first term? First term is 16. What is common difference? Common difference is 11 minus 16, which is nothing but minus 5. So using this I am going to find out 23rd term. So 23rd term is given by a plus 23 minus 1 into common difference is minus 5. This gives me 16. 23 minus 1 is 22. What is 22 5s? So 22 5s is 110. Right? So 16 minus 110. So what is the value? Minus 94, I think, right? So 110 minus 10 is minus 100. Minus 100 plus 6 is minus 94. So A23 we got. Now since I need the sum of those 23 terms, so S23 is equal to 23 by 2 into first term plus last term. So 16 minus 94. So from this I am going to get 23 by 2 into 16 minus 94. 94 minus 10, 84. 84 minus 6 is minus 78. Now in 2 table if I cancel it out, so what I am going to get? Minus 2 3s are 6, 9s are 18. So 39 23s. So multiply here. So 9 3s are 27. So 9 3s are 27. So 2 is carried, 3 3s are 9, plus 2 11. 2 9s are 18. 1 is carried, 3 2s are 6, plus 1 7. So 7 9 8. So clearly here we are having minus, so minus 897. Hence the answer is minus 897. Identify the 3-digit number that is divisible by 77. So identify the 3-digit number which is divisible by 77. So 77 means nothing but 7 into 11 only, no? Now among these options we need to identify, so which is multiple of 77, right? So first of all we need to check for 7 divisibility. First if we consider 126, So how to check 126 divisibility? So 7 divisibility, simply consider the units digit and double it and subtract from the given number. So here it is divisible by 7. Can you say that it is divisible by 11 also? So for divisibility rule of 11, what we should do? So we need to add up the odd places digits and we need to compare with the sum of even place digits. If the difference is equal to 0 or multiple of 11, then we can say, since it is not divisible by 11, hence it is not possible. So here also this is also not possible. This is also not possible because in 11 table if I consider, so 1 plus 8 is 9, 9 minus 2 is 7. Next 2 plus 1 is 3, so option C is not possible, hence option D will be my answer here, right? So this only satisfying the value for divisibility of 7, but it is not satisfying divisibility of 11. And already we know divisibility by 11, we are having 121 as a number which is divisible by 11. Clearly, since 121 is not present here, it is not possible, right? Hence answer is D. Next, in an arithmetic progression, A1 is equal to minus 4, A6 is equal to 6. A1 is equal to minus 4 means A is equal to minus 4. A6 means A plus 5D. A plus 5D is equal to 6. Already we know the value of A. So from this, A minus 4 plus 5D is equal to 6. So from this, 5D is equal to 6 plus 4, which is equal to 10. D is equal to 2. We got D is equal to 2. Now what is he asking? A2. A2 means A plus D. A is minus 4 plus D is 2. Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. Hence the answer is minus 2. Next, in the above problem, what is the value of A5? What is the value of A5? So A5 is nothing but A plus 4 times of D. A is minus 4 plus 4 times of, so D is plus 2. Now minus 4 plus 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. Hence the answer is 4. In the formula, AN is equal to 3.6. A is equal to minus 18.9. D is equal to 2.5. Then what is the value of N? So already he has given the values of A and D. So when A and D values are given, directly we can substitute in AN formula. What is AN formula? AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Already we know the value of AN. AN is nothing but 3.6, and substituting the values minus 18.9 plus N minus 1 into, what is the value of D? D is 2.5. So when you transpose this 18.9 to minus 18.9 to left hand side, it becomes plus 18, right? So plus 18.9 plus 3.6. So what is the value of 18.9 plus 3.6? So 9 plus 6 is 15. So 8 plus 9, 9, 3, 12. So 22.5. So this gives me 22.5, which is equal to N minus 1 into 2.5. Now when you transpose this 2.5, what I am going to get? 22.5 by 2.5 is equal to N minus 1. So already we know 25 tables. So 25 4s are 100, 25 8s are 200, 25 9s are, that means this cancels 9 times. So from this N is equal to this minus 1, when I transpose it becomes plus 10. So from this N is equal to 10 is my answer. Next, 5, 1, minus 3, minus 7. Clearly you can observe that it is in arithmetic progression. Then what is the value of A10? From this, A is equal to 5, and what is common difference? Common difference is 1 minus 5, which is nothing but minus 4. Now A10 value. So A10 I can write it as A plus 9D, which is equal to 5 plus 9 into minus 4. So 5 minus 36, which is nothing but minus 31. Hence the answer is minus 31. Next, 1, minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. If you observe, all the denominators are same. So denominator will be same. Then what can you say about D? So D I can write as second term minus first term. Minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4, which is nothing but minus 2 by 4, which I can write as minus 1 by 2. Hence option A will be my answer here. Next, moving on to question number 87. 4x16 are in GP. So GP means ratio is common, or we can use b square is equal to AC concept. Based on that, x square is equal to 4 into 16. So from this, x is equal to square root of 4 is 2, square root of 16 is 4. So 2 4s are 8. Hence the answer is 8. Next, 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus so on n cube. So this is nothing but sum of cubes of first n natural numbers. So sum of cubes of first n natural numbers is given by the formula n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. So this can also be written as n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Already we know n into n plus 1 by 2 is nothing but summation of n. So this is nothing but summation of n whole square, which is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on plus n whole square. That means 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus so on n cube can be written as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on n whole square. So from the options, what is the answer? So it is n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Next, GM of A and B. So GM of A and B is nothing but square root of AB. So from here we can go with for 3 terms. So if there are 3 terms, then what is its GM? So GM of 3 terms is given by cubed root of A into B into C. Likewise, if you are having n terms, A1, A2, A3 and so on, An are in GP, then its GM is given by, simply we can write as nth root of A1 into A2 into so on An, or this can also be written as A1 into A2 into so on An whole power 1 by n, right? So this you can apply. Next, GM of A and 1 by A. So GM of A and 1 by A is nothing but A into 1 by A. What is the value then? Square root of 1, which is nothing but equal to 1. Next, reciprocal terms of GP. So if you take reciprocal terms of GP, again you are going to form a GP only. Okay, so if you take a GP which is having the common ratio as R, then if you reciprocate these values, then again you are going to get a GP which is having common ratio as 1 by R. Okay, so if you reciprocate the terms of GP, again you are going to get the terms as GP. So since it has come, when you reciprocate the terms of AP, you are going to get the progression as HP. Okay, the same way vice versa, if you reciprocate the terms of HP, you are going to get the terms as AP. Next, if ABC are in GP, so if ABC are in GP, then what do you know? The common ratios are equal. So based on that, we can write B by A is equal to C by B. B by A is equal to C by B. AN in GP, so nth term in GP is given by A into R power n minus 1. So this is direct formula. Next, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus so on n terms. So if you add once n times, then I am going to get n, because we know repeated addition is nothing but called as multiplication. Okay. Next, if A comma B comma C are in GP, then B is called. Since these are in GP, then B is called as the geometric progression, and already we know B can be written as square root of AC. So that's why this B is nothing but called as geometric mean. Next, sigma n is equal to 10, then what is the value of sigma n cube? So just now we have discussed the formula. Sigma n cube can be written as sigma n whole square. Sigma n cube, that means here cube is only for the terms. Okay, here this square is for sum of all the terms. Then what can I write? Sigma n is given as 10, so sigma n cube can be written as 10 whole square, which is nothing but 100. So answer is 100. Next, in a series, an is given as n into n plus 1 by 3, then what is the value of a2? So it is very simple. Simply replace n with 2. So 2 into 2 plus 1 by 3. So 3 will get cancelled. Hence the answer will be 2. Next, AM of 10 and 20. So already we know about AM. So arithmetic mean means sum of observations by number of observations. That is nothing but 10 plus 20 by 2, which is nothing but 30 by 2, which is 15. Hence the answer is 15. Next, an is equal to n minus 1 into n minus 2, then what is the value of a2? So a2 means in the place of n I need to substitute 2. then I can write as 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 2. If one of the terms becomes 0, then whole product will be 0, hence answer is B. Right? Next, moving on to question number 100. If ABC are in AP, so if ABC are in AP, we know that B minus A is equal to C minus B, which is nothing but the common difference. Right? So GM of three terms x, y, z. So already we have discussed, it is nothing but given by cubed root of x, y, z. For suppose for this question, if you ask about AM, so AM of x, y, z, then what will you do? We can simply write it as x plus y plus z by 3, because numerator contains sum of the observations, denominator will contain number of observations. Next, GM of 5 and 125. So GM of 5 and 125 means what will you get? So 5 into 125. So 125 is 625, square root of 625 is 25, hence the answer is 25. Next, Sn in AP. So sum of n terms of AP is given by n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, hence option A will be my answer. Next, An is equal to n by n plus 2, then A3 is equal to, so A3 means 3 by 3 plus 2, which is 3 by 5, hence the answer is 3 by 5. Next, the nth term of GP is 2 into 0.5 whole power n minus 1. Now if you observe this, An is nothing but in the form of 2 into 0.5, I can write as 1 by 2 whole power n minus 1. If you compare this with nth term, so here A into R power n minus 1. Now based on this, on comparison, A value is 2 and R value is 1 by 2. What did he ask here? So he asked about R value, hence R value is 1 by 2. Next, the common ratio of the GP. So common ratio of GP means second term by first term. So that is nothing but root 8 by 2. How can you write root 8 as? So root 8 can be written as 2 root 2 by 2. So 2 gets cancelled, hence the answer is root 2. Hence the answer is root 2. Next, ABC are in AP. Then 3 power A, 3 power B, 3 power C are in. So what is he asking? A, B, C are in AP. So if A, B, C are in AP, then what you can say? B minus A is equal to C minus B. Then he is asking 3 power A, 3 power B, 3 power C. 3 power A, 3 power B, 3 power C. So based on that, what we can say? For suppose, if I take the common ratio of these, then I can write as 3 power B by 3 power A. And for this, 3 power C by 3 power B. So already we know 3 power B by 3 power A can be written as 3 power B minus A. And 3 power C by 3 power B can be written as 3 power C minus B. And already we know that ABC are in AP, then instead of C minus B, can I write B minus A? So based on this, so this is 3 power B minus A, and here this is 3 power B minus A. Okay, so based on this, what I can say? The common ratio is equal now. So both are having same common ratio. From this, what I can say? So these are in GP. Next, 2, 5 by 2, 3 and so on. Then what is the value of S25? S25 means sum of 25 terms. Now from this, first of all, check whether it is in AP or GP. So first term is 2, second term is 5 by 2 means 2.5, next term is 3. So clearly it is in AP. So 2, 2.5, 3, next will be 3.5. Likewise you will get. So from this, A is equal to 2, common difference is equal to plus half. And he is asking to find out 25, so sum of 25 terms. So from this, S25 can be written as 25 by 2 into 2A. So 2 into 2 plus n minus 1. So 25 minus 1 is 24 into D value is 1 by 2. So in 2 table 24 goes 12 times. So 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 12 is 16. So 25 by 2 into 16. Again in 2 tables, so 16 goes 8 times. So 25 8s. Already we know 25 4s are 100. 25 8s are 200. Hence the answer is 200. But here answer is given as none. Hence this none will be my answer here. Next, AM of MPC. So AM of MPC means sum of observations by number of observations. So it is nothing but m plus p plus c by 3. If an is equal to 2 power n, an is equal to 2 power n, then what is the value of a5? So a5 means 2 power 5. So what is the value of 2 power 5? It is 32. Hence the answer is A. Next, am of 5 and 95. So am of 5 and 95. If you observe, am of 5 and 95 means 5 plus 95 by 2. So 5 plus 95 is 100. So 100 by 2 is 50. Hence the answer is 50. Next, question number 112. Gm of x cube and 1 by x cube. So gm of two terms means square root of a into b. That means x cube into 1 by x cube. So x cube gets cancelled. So square root of 1, which is equal to 1. Next, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 and so on. Then what is the value of a10? In the first term we are having minus 1. In the second term we are having minus 2. Likewise, if you move on, 10th term will contain minus. So n minus 10. Next, product of n gms between a and b. So product of n gms between a and b. So already we know gm of two numbers is given by square root of ab. It is given by square root of ab. Now what is he asking? Product of n gms. So product of n gms means, so we can raise its power to n. Then I can write as ab. So square root I can write as by 2. Then ab whole power n by 2. Hence the answer is ab whole power n by 2. Next, a power n plus 1 plus b power n plus 1 by a power n plus b power n. So this bit is very, very important, right? So if this particular expression, if it want to represent am of a and b, so if you want to represent this as am of a and b, then n should be equal to 0. N should be equal to 0, right? The same way we are having two more. So if you want to represent this as 1 by, so this as gm. So if n is equal to 0, then it represents am. If n is equal to, so if n is equal to minus 1 by 2, then it represents gm. It represents gm. If n is equal to minus 1, it represents hm. So it represents hm, right? So these three things you need to remember. If n is equal to 0, then it represents am. That means whenever you substitute n is equal to 0, then what I am going to have? A power 0 plus 1 is a power 1 plus b power 0 plus 1 is b power 1 by a power 0 is 1 plus b power 0 is 1, which is nothing but a plus b by 2 only, no? Right? When n is equal to minus half, when you consider n is equal to minus half, this I can write as 1 minus half. N in the place of n I am replacing minus half. So 1 minus half is a power 1 by 2 plus, so this I can write as b power 1 by 2 by this a power 1 by 2, sorry, a power minus 1 by 2 plus b power minus 1 by 2. So when I take, so a power minus 1 by 2 I can write it as, so this I can write as a power 1 by 2 plus b power 1 by 2 by this I can write as 1 by a power 1 by 2 plus 1 by b power 1 by 2. When I take LCM, what I am going to get? So a power 1 by 2 plus b power 1 by 2 divided by, here the LCM is a power 1 by 2 into b power 1 by 2, and in the numerator I am going to get a power 1 by 2 plus b power 1 by 2. So these two will get cancelled and this comes to numerator. A power 1 by 2 into b power 1 by 2 is nothing but root over a into b. Likewise for HM also, right? 7, 10, 13 and so on. Then what is the value of fifth term? Here clearly a is equal to 7 and d is equal to 10 minus 7. So 10 minus 7 is 3. Now what is he asking? a5. a5 is nothing but a plus 4d. So a is 7 plus 4 into d is 3. So 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 7, 19. Hence the answer is 19. 22, 32, 42. That means plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, it is increasing. That means first term is 22. Common difference is clearly 10. Now what is he asking? Seventh term. a7 can be written as a plus 6d. So a is 22 plus 60 means 6 into 10, 60. 60 plus 22 is 82. Hence the answer is 82. Next. So 1, 4, 7, 10 and so on. Then what is the value of D? So clearly 3 is increasing, hence the answer is 3. Next, in AP is equal to Q and AQ is equal to P. Then what is the value of AP plus Q? Now what is the meaning of AP? Here he has given AP is equal to Q. What is the meaning of AP? So AP means pth term. So pth term I can write as A plus P minus 1 into D. So which is represented as Q. And next what he has given? AQ is equal to P. So AQ means A plus Q minus 1 into D, which is equal to P. Now when I do subtraction, this A minus A will get cancelled. Next, P minus 1 into D minus of Q minus 1 into D. Overall, if I take D as common, then what I am going to have? P minus 1. So since I am doing subtraction, so signs will change. P minus 1 minus Q minus of minus 1 is plus 1 is equal to Q minus P. Now if you observe, minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. So D is equal to, here it is Q minus P by P minus Q. So Q minus P and P minus Q, it cancels minus 1 times. So clearly D is equal to minus 1. So when D is equal to minus 1, if you substitute in any one of the equations, then what I am going to get? A plus P minus 1 into D value is minus 1 is equal to Q. So from this, A minus P plus 1 is equal to Q. So from this, A is equal to Q plus P minus 1. A value is Q plus P minus 1. Now what is he asking? A times of, A P plus Q, that means P plus Qth term. So P plus Qth term is given by A P plus Q is equal to A plus P plus Q minus 1 into D. When I substitute the value, A value is Q plus P minus 1 plus this is P plus Q minus 1 into D value is minus 1. So when you multiply with minus 1, so this plus will become minus. Here this term and this term are same but opposite in sign. So these two will get cancelled, hence the answer will be 0. So from this what you can understand, when pth term is equal to Q and qth term is equal to P, then AP plus Q is equal to 0. Okay. So likewise you can have some applications. For suppose if I say A 2028th term is equal to 2021 and A 2021th term is equal to 2020, then what is the value of A 4041? So what is the value of A 4041? So it is equal to 0. Otherwise you can change this question. So instead of 2020 you can take 1020, 1021, then you will get 2000. So answer will be 0, right? So here also we need to have a change. So likewise numerically he will be giving. So then you can directly apply this formula. Next, which term of AP 7 plus 4 plus 1 is minus 56? So first of all take the value of A is equal to 7, D is equal to 4 minus 7 which is equal to minus 3. Now what is he asking? Which term is minus 56? So for that what I should do? I need to consider nth term. So nth term is minus 56 is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D value is minus 3. When you transpose this 7, it becomes minus 7. Minus 56 minus 7 is minus 63. So minus 63 is equal to n minus 1 into minus 3. So this 3 will cancel 21 times. N is equal to 22. Hence 22nd term is minus 56. Next, 1 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9 plus 7 plus 12 up to 40 terms. So what is its sum? Now if you observe this carefully, 1 plus 4 plus 7. So likewise it is having one alternate series is plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 and the second alternate series 6 plus 9 plus 12. So that is also it is following, right? So here we are having two series. So even places are following one pattern and odd places are following another pattern. Now based on this, so what we can say? So 40 terms means, since we are having two series, that means each contains 20 terms. So based on this, what I can say, so 1, 4, 7 and so on till 10 terms. The same way 6, 9, 12 and so on till 10 terms. Now based on this, what is the value of A? A value is 1, D value is 3. Then what is 10th term then here? So A10 is equal to A plus 9D. A plus 9 times of D. So which is nothing but 1 plus 9 into D is 3. So 9 3 is 27 plus 1, 28. The same way here also, A is equal to 6. Common difference is 3. A10 can be written as 6 plus 9 into 3. So 27 plus 6 is 33. Now individually we need to find out the sum of 20 terms. Okay, so what is sum of these 20 terms? So 20 by 2 into first term plus last term. So 1 plus 28. Here also 20 by 2 times of 1 plus, sorry, not 1. Here the first term is 6 and the last term is 33. Now what I am going to get? So this is 10. 28 plus 1 is 29. 29 times are 290. Here also 10 times. 33 plus 6 is 39. So this gives me 390. Now what is the sum then? So what is the sum? 390 plus 290. So 0, 9 plus 9 is 18. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Hence the answer is 680. Hence the answer is 680, which is nothing but none. AM of x square plus y square plus and x square minus y square. What you should do? You need to add these two divided by 2. Now from this, minus y square plus y square gets cancelled. In the numerator we are having 2x square by 2, which is nothing but x square. Hence the answer is x square. Next, b plus c minus a by a, c plus a minus b by b, a plus b minus c by c are in AP. So he is saying that these are all in AP. Then 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c are in. So he is asking you to find how. So he is asking you to find 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c are in. Okay, first of all, what we can do here, right? So what I need? So I need 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c. So for that, so what I can do here? So if I add, so if I split this, b plus c by a minus a by a, comma c plus a minus b. So here this by b and this is also by b. Next, a plus b by c minus c by c. Now these all are in AP. Now again this I can write as b plus c by a minus 1, comma c plus a by b minus 1, comma a plus b by c minus 1. So these are all in AP, and we are having a property. So whenever the things are in AP and if you are having the same thing, we can add or subtract to the given terms. Then also the given arithmetic progression will be in arithmetic progression. Now for that, since all the terms contains minus 1, then what I can do? I can add plus 1 to all the terms. Then also they all will be in AP only. Then I can write as b plus c by a, comma c plus a by b, comma a plus b by c. So all these three will be again in AP. And after that, again what I can do? I can add 1 to this particular thing, or in the beginning itself I can directly add 2 to the given terms. So this is one approach. And next, if I add 1 to all the terms, again they will be in AP. Add 1 to each and every term. Then what I am going to get? B plus c by a plus 1, c plus a by b plus 1, a plus b by c plus 1. Again, how can I write it as? So this is b plus c plus a, that means a plus b plus c by a, comma a plus b plus c by b, comma c plus a plus b by c. Again these will be in AP. Now if three terms are in AP, then if you divide with a constant term, so then also this will be in AP. I am going to divide these three terms with a plus b plus c. Then what I am going to get? 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c. So again this will be in AP. So hence the answer is AP. So 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c will be in AP. So this is one approach. So these are taking some steps. So if you want, you can simplify this. So let us see here what he has given. B plus c minus a. So b plus c minus a by a comma c plus a minus b by b comma a plus b minus c by c. So these are all in AP. Now what I am going to do is, so whenever three terms are in AP, when you add a constant to each and every term, again it will be in AP. Now what I am doing is, I am adding 2 for each and every term. Then what I am going to get? B plus c minus a by a plus 2 comma c plus a minus b by b plus 2 comma a plus b minus c by c plus 2. Again this will be in AP. So when you take LCM, so so here we are having a as denominator. When I take LCM, so this becomes 2a. So plus 2a minus a plus 2a will give me, so this will become b plus c plus a by a comma c plus a plus b by b comma a plus b plus c by c. So this will be in AP. Since all these three terms are in AP, what we can do? So whenever three terms are in AP, then if I multiply or divide with a constant term, again the given resulting terms will be again in AP. For this, since all the numerator contains a plus b plus c, I am going to divide each term with a plus b plus c. Again what I am going to get? 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c. Again this will be forming an AP, right? So this is about this particular term. So about this you are going to get in your higher classes. Okay, this particular approach you are going to get in your higher classes, but you need to learn, right? So if there are n AMs between a and b, then what is the value of d? So value of d is nothing but given by b minus a by n plus 1. So already you have used this formula in your 9th class, right? So if there are n AMs between a and b, then d value is nothing but b minus a by n plus 1. Now let us see how. Now what is saying? So this is first term a and this is last term b. So in between these a and b there are n AMs. So let us consider those n AMs as a1, a2, a3 and so on. So this is an. If we count the number of terms, this is first term, this is second term, this is third term, likewise this nth term will be n plus 1th term and this b will be n plus 2th term. This will be n plus 2th term, because these from a1 to an these are n terms, and ab if you add them then n plus 2 terms will be there. Now from this what I can say, this is my n plus 2th term, no? So b is n plus 2th term. So what is the form of n plus 2th term? A plus n plus 2 minus 1 into d. Here first term is a only, no? So that's why I have written a. Now what do I need? I need the value of d. From this what I can say? B minus a is equal to n plus 2 minus 1 is n plus 1 into d. So from this what is the value of d then? So d is equal to b minus a by n plus 1. Hence the answer b minus a by n plus 1. Next 10. So this is 10 square, no? This is 10 cube. That means for each and every term 10 is being multiplied, hence the common ratio is 10. Next 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus and so on. Then common ratio is asking second term by first term. 1 by 2 by 1 is nothing but 1 by 2. Next one, so 3, 6, 12. So it is being multiplied into 2 into 2. Hence none will be answer, which is nothing but 2. A square, a cube and so on are. So hence common ratio is a here. If a, b, c are in AP, so 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c are will be in HP. So if ABC are in AP, then their reciprocals will be in HP, right? So these are all the different types of questions, so which we have in the chapter of progressions, right? So if you have any doubts, you can mention your doubt in the comment section, right? So thank you for watching the video. Please share with your friends and stay connected with the channel for further more videos. So thank you for watching.